As Donald Trump gets ready for his trial that is set to begin on Monday, he is increasingly freaking the hell out and clearly trying to change the narrative of the criminal charges that he's facing. This week on Truth Social, he put out a series of back-to-back-to-back videos where he reminded his supporters that all of the legal problems that he is facing are in fact coming from President Biden himself. Even those charges that are at the state level, right? The ones that Biden and the DOJ have literally no control over, even if they wanted to, those are actually still coming from President Biden, according to Donald Trump and his insane videos. So I'm going to read you this. This is transcript of the multiple videos Donald Trump put out, pausing to fact check him where needed. It begins. At what point are the actions of a sitting president using lawfare and weaponization against his opponent for purposes of election interference considered illegal? I believe, as do various highly respected legal scholars, that crooked Joe Biden has long since crossed over that very sacred threshold. He is a criminal. He's a horrible president. Okay, we're going to have to go ahead and stop right there. Legal scholars do not think that. None of them. Nope. I mean, I'm sure you could probably find some conservative people that went to law school that probably say that, but in terms of actual respected legal scholars, nope, none of them think that. He continues, he's the worst president in the history of our country, and the only way he thinks he can get elected is to take me to trials, take me to courts, city, state, and federal. They control them all. No, they don't. Also, he's beating you in the polls. And he's technically, according to historians, the recent survey, you're actually literally the worst president ever. The worst. So, okay, everything you've said so far is wrong. Every sentence is a lie. All of these cases that you're reading about are crooked Joe Biden's case because he can't put two sentences together. He can't do anything, so they weaponize government and they take me to court on bullshit. You know what? I'll show you this. It's a full other page of Trump ranting and raving like a lunatic. I'm not even going to read it. I was going to read the whole thing. I'm not going to, because this is just utter insanity. This man is crazy. This man needs psychiatric help immediately, because none of what he is saying is true. Biden is not directing this like they control them all. No, they literally do not. But what he is doing is he is trying to soften the blow for his base when he gets convicted in New York. I mean, a conviction at this point, even the conservative legal scholars are telling us, yeah, he's going to get convicted. Like, we're pretty positive. But they think it's only because, the jury's going to be biased against him. Nobody's talking about the mountains of evidence against him. Like, we know he did this, and it's illegal to do it. So it's not because the jury is tainted. It's because he did it. But rather than have his base believe that he broke the law, and rather than, of course, have to face the embarrassment that's going to come along with the trial, not just of losing, but rehashing the affair that he had, we forget about that part. Like, this whole thing's about his affair and the money paid to cover it up. Absolutely, that's the criminal part. But the affair is what's going to be front and center. That, I think, is going to damage him just as much as the criminal conviction. But Biden's not directing any of this. That's ridiculous, but he's saying that so that his base will downplay whenever the conviction comes down. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.